The EU is pretty much screwed. Why? China has canceled a massive €3.8 billion investment in Germany's car industry, leaving Europe's economic powerhouse reeling. And that's not all. Italy too is hit with unexpected consequences. This isn't just a corporate move. It's the latest turn in a high-stakes economic standoff that could reshape the future of global trade. So, what's really going on here? Why did China cancel this massive deal, and can Germany recover from this? The European Union recently took a bold step, imposing tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles, or EVs. Their argument? Chinese carmakers have an unfair advantage, flooding the European market with affordable electric vehicles that are starting to outsell homegrown brands. By imposing these tariffs, Europe is essentially drawing a line, saying no more. But is this move the start of an economic Cold War with China? According to the Financial Times, Europe's leaders worry that if Chinese EVs continue to take market share, it will erode the region's long-standing car industry, which has been a cornerstone of economic stability and employment. Thierry Breton, the EU's Internal Market Commissioner, didn't hold back, saying, Europe's automotive sector is at risk of losing ground, both in terms of market share and innovation. What's at stake is not just competition, but economic security. As a powerhouse in automotive manufacturing, the EU sees itself in a defensive position, and this tariff isn't just a reaction, it's a warning shot. But it's also a risky game. By targeting China, Europe could be pushing one of its biggest trading partners into a corner. But if tariffs are the EU's response, how will China retaliate? And could these tensions escalate further, impacting other industries? China's rise as a leader in the EV market isn't just a flash in the pan, it's reshaping global automotive industries. While European brands have been trying to catch up in the EV race, Chinese companies like BYD and NIO have been pumping out affordable, high-quality electric vehicles faster than Europe can respond. This isn't the first time Europe has faced competition, but it's different now because EVs represent the future of the car industry. Bloomberg reports that China now controls over 30% of Europe's EV market, a figure that has sent shockwaves through European automakers. Stefan Bratzel, a German automotive analyst, noted, European car makers weren't prepared for the speed and scale of China's EV dominance, and it's putting them in a vulnerable position. The impact is direct. European jobs, factory investments, and the future of entire regions depend on the stability of this industry. If Chinese dominance grows, Europe risks becoming a secondary player in a market it once ruled. So, can Europe turn the tide, or is China's grip on the EV market already too strong to break? Please like and subscribe. Your support helps us grow. Thank you. In a bold counter-move, China announced that it's halting major investments in Europe's car manufacturing sector, including a planned €3.8 billion factory in Germany. For Germany, the heart of Europe's car industry, this isn't just a blow, it's a seismic shock. Germany was counting on this factory to create thousands of jobs and to strengthen its position as a leader in EV production. Reuters reports that the facility would have directly contributed over €1.5 billion annually to Germany's economy. But now, with the project canceled, there's a huge void. The ripple effects could be massive, not only for Germany, but for Europe's EV supply chain, which relies on Chinese partnerships. This decision underscores China's willingness to flex its economic muscle. By canceling this factory, China is signaling that it won't simply stand by as Europe imposes tariffs. But what happens to the broader European EV market if China pulls back entirely? Could this cancellation trigger a chain reaction? Italy recently made headlines for a surprising twist in its approach to China. Initially, Italy signed cooperation agreements with China, aiming to attract Chinese investment in various industries, including electric vehicles. But soon after, Italy pivoted to back the EU's decision to impose tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. Why? It's a story of conflicting interests. On one hand, Italy saw an opportunity to partner with China, hoping to benefit from investment and technology sharing. Yet, on the other hand, Italy felt the pressure from the EU to present a unified front. By supporting tariffs, Italy aligned with European solidarity, but it's now at risk of losing out on the benefits those agreements would have provided. According to Politico, Italian officials are concerned that this back and forth could damage their standing with China, making it harder to negotiate future deals. Italy's economy, already facing stagnation, could use every investment opportunity it can get. So, has Italy's decision to support tariffs jeopardized its relationship with China? And what does this mean for the future of Italy's industrial ambitions? Italy's gamble appears to be backfiring. The hope was that by supporting EU tariffs, it would protect local jobs and promote domestic production, but it seems Italy may have underestimated the risks. Now, Italian companies are worried about missed opportunities, and there's a growing fear that Chinese companies might simply bypass Italy in the future. Reports from the Wall Street Journal reveal that several Italian automotive companies are now facing uncertainty over their supply chains and future investments. Experts warn that Italy's mixed signals could result in China redirecting its investments to countries with more stable policies. With Italy on shaky ground, could this be the start of a larger rift in EU-China relations? Europe's approach to China is puzzling. On one hand, it's imposing tariffs, but on the other, it's inviting Chinese investment. Is this a smart balancing act, or could it be a trap that risks making Europe dependent on an unpredictable partner? Some analysts argue this strategy is short-sighted. They believe that Europe's mixed messages may be eroding trust and making it harder to secure the partnerships it needs. But others see it as a calculated play, hoping to keep China engaged on Europe's terms. The Economist recently highlighted that Europe's dual strategy might be driving China to consider alternative markets, particularly in emerging economies where they're warmly welcomed. Could this pushback inspire China to fully pivot away from Europe? And what would that mean for the EU's future? For Germany, this €3.8 billion cancellation is more than a setback. It's a potential crisis. As the world's fourth largest economy, Germany has long relied on its car industry as a pillar of economic strength. But without this major investment, Germany's dream of becoming a global EV leader is now uncertain. Handelsblatt reports that German automakers are worried this could signal the beginning of a larger withdrawal of Chinese support. The German government has even hinted at emergency measures to counter the economic impact. But some fear it may already be too late. If Germany can't secure new investments, what will be the long-term impact on Europe's automotive industry? China's potential withdrawal from Europe's EV market could have far-reaching consequences. Europe's EV supply chain is heavily dependent on Chinese parts and technology, from batteries to electronics. A sudden pullout could lead to shortages and disrupt the production schedules of countless European automakers. Experts from The Guardian warn that a prolonged supply chain crisis could slow down Europe's green transition as EV prices rise and production timelines are delayed. This could set back Europe's climate goals, a critical point as the EU pushes for aggressive carbon reduction targets by 2030. Could Europe's dependency on Chinese technology threaten its entire climate strategy? This EV dispute hints at a deeper issue, a growing divide between China and Europe over technology and trade. As Europe pushes back against China's market dominance, we're seeing the start of a possible new era of geopolitical competition. Politico highlights that this division isn't just economic, it's also ideological, with Europe and China adopting different standards and practices in technology. For viewers, the implications are enormous. This could redefine global alliances and trade networks in the coming years. So where does this leave the future of international cooperation? Is a new divide here to stay? If China feels pushed out of Europe, there are other options on the table, namely emerging markets in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Countries in these regions are eager for affordable EVs, and Chinese companies could easily refocus their efforts. According to a recent report from the Wall Street Journal, China is already expanding its EV presence in these markets. If this shift continues, Europe could be left out of a major wave of innovation. Could Europe's loss of Chinese investment become a gain for the rest of the world? The reality is, Europe's EV market would struggle without Chinese investments and technology. Some experts warn that Europe's policies could put its own EV ambitions at risk, raising costs and slowing production. This isn't just about competition, it's about Europe's ability to keep up with the EV revolution. The stakes couldn't be higher. Is the EU's approach worth the risk of losing out on the next big economic frontier? As this standoff unfolds, one thing is clear. The future of global EV trade hangs in the balance. With Europe and China seemingly at odds, this battle is far from over. Will Europe's protective measures backfire, or could China's pivot to other markets redefine the EV landscape? We're glad you're enjoying this video. Please like and subscribe. Check out another video that is now on your screen.